Hi guys, Harris here, and today I just want to show you some updates I've made regarding some of the research I was doing with VDBs. So in the last video, I was trying to get a fire VDB, basically just a quick fire effect working using the object, where is it? Quick effects, quick smoke. And this time I got it working. It's very similar to the one from last time. However, this one is not something I made in Blender itself. Instead, it is something I downloaded from the Embergen website, which is a pre-made VDB. And the reason I did that is, for one, creating a quick effect VDB does not run very well on my system. So I figured maybe importing one that's ready-made would run better, and basically, it's because it doesn't run well on my system when I bake it. The cache files have really bad FPS, whereas this one that already has its FPS pre-baked, possibly on a better system, runs well. Let me show you. Now, there are some glitches in the Eevee version where the fire looks somewhat AI-ish, but as you can see, the frame rate is 24. And when I go to unrendered, this will give you a better layout on how the fire looks and it's supposed to look. And yeah, it's much smoother here. Now, this is an issue just with Eevee. On cycles, it works fine. I say that in the pretext that this would be baking or rendering. But when I just show it here in the preview, because I'm using the denoise, it makes it look pretty bad. Like, it looks very just wonky. If I undo the denoise and play it, it plays fine, 24 FPS. The issue is everything is very noisy. And if I go to denoise and then play it, well, it was fine. At least when I was testing it earlier. What's going on right now? Oh, right, it's the samples. I need to wait for it to get all the lighting up to date. And let's see. We gotta wait for the samples to finish. Okay, so rendering's done. Let's give it a shot. Of course, for whatever reason, even though it was working fine before, it will not work fine when I'm recording. And it's not a VRAM overflow either this time. Oh my god. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to Eevee before my computer overheats. And yes, going to Eevee, yeah, the VRAM does jump up quite a bit. Let me see. Okay, it is much smoother again. Another thing I was testing was a water shader. And for this one, it uses a pre-made animation. Let me just show you. There is animation in the water, and for that I just had to use a formula in the attributes. I'm going to show that in a second. So yeah, in the value here, in the formula, it is #frame divided by 400. Let me just see if we can, yeah, there we go. Let's say it's frame divided by 400, it's a #frame. Anyway, here's the shader. Texture coordinate goes to mapping. It's from object to vector. We have a value that's combining for the location, and then a second output from this value goes to multiply by a value of 10. Then it goes to a ping pong math value, which is scaling to 1. From that we have a map range, which is with a minimum of 2, maximum of 4.
That connects to frequency in the gabbar texture, which also connects the vector to the vector from mapping. Value goes to height from bump, and then from there we have a glass BSDF, which has a IOR of 1.333, which goes to surface. So that is the water texture. If I switch it over to cycles, it looks a little bit better as well. Though I have noticed switching between Eevee and cycles just my system does not like this. Between Blender and Eevee, I mean between cycles and Eevee just on Blender, it really... Alright, so Blender crashed. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap up this video now. I'm gonna continue this project, maybe spruce it up a bit. I'm gonna get rid of all the VDBs. For future fire and water effects, I'm going to basically switch to faking the effects, because VDBs just do not work well on my system. However, that will not be next week's video. Next week's video will be a Gaia to Unity redo. There was a comment between last video and this video about a guy who wanted me to do an update. Well, they were giving some tips on how I can make it better, so I wanted to incorporate them into the video for next week and see, you know, where we go for that. But anyways, yeah, for this project, I'm gonna skip it next week and possibly the week after as well. I just want to test out Unreal Engine on the 9070, but the week after that, I'm gonna come back to this with a full update on this project. It's going to look much more professional, and hopefully I can get the fake effects done by then as well. And past that, I think I'm going to be doing some Blender to Godot. Yeah, I will be getting started with the Godot engine, and maybe making some stuff from Blender and porting it to Godot and see where we go from there. So yeah, that's the schedule for 2026. Speaking of which, Happy New Year's, guys. I know it's a bit late, but yeah, Happy New Year's. We're in 2026 now, and I will catch you guys next week. Ciao.